Hey, welcome everybody to another episode, our final episode for our Iron Lockdown Phase 3 program, More Than Just a Game, with CA Motivates, aka Coach Chris. And tonight we have two special guests of us tonight. First time in the history of our podcast where we have two special guests, and they're not just anyone, right? They're young men that you know, right? That you know if you've been in the academy for the last 4 or 5 years, you will know these two. They are leaders. They carry themselves well. They've trusted the process, and now they're out there on their way, living their dream, just like you. Right now, you have a dream in your heart. You're in the academy. These two have been in the academy, right? They've been through the painful training, right? Right now you're experiencing training through Zoom, but these guys have experienced training running on sand, right? Hundreds, right? 1,400 burpees, all of that kind of stuff, and they could have given up. And also, tempted by what's out there, especially in the community, but they've, remained strong, and they've held tight onto their dream, and now they're living their dream up in New South Wales, playing in Australia's #1 Premier Rugby. That's what I think. Premier Rugby competition, the Shoot Shield, and they're here with us tonight. Our very own Iron Numbers sons, Iron Numbers OGs, right? Kelli and Kade. How are you, boys?
Hey,
good, Chris.
Oh, good to see you, boys, man. Looking nice little phase going on there. It's nice and fresh. Did you get a haircut today?
yeah.
Awesome. Nice. I decided to get a fresh shave just for this. But it's good to see you, boys, man. Welcome to the show. I know that we've been catching up here and there and talking about having you boys on, especially because it was just not long ago that you boys were training at the HQ, and for the tour, unfortunately the tour got cancelled, but you guys were able to still achieve something and get an opportunity playing in the Shoot Shield. Tell us, man, how's everything going up there, like being away from home?
Yeah, no, it's been a bit different, eh? It's good though. Like, you start to realize like all the stuff mum and dad do for us, like living away from home and that.
Like your washing and daddy?
Yeah, washing, buying food, keeping a budget and things like that. So yeah, it's been alright.
Awesome. What about you, Kelly?
Yeah, same as Kade, just like realizing and being grateful for everything that mum and dad's been doing for us.
Yeah.
Like past 18, 19 years.
Yep.
And realizing how hard it is, just like living on your own.
Yeah.
But yeah, just grateful for everything right now, like for people we've met and all that. It's made it easier, and yeah.
That's awesome. Well. It's good to have you boys on board. Like I said, it just seemed like not long ago we were yelling at you boys to do hundreds and running and coaching you boys, and now you guys are up there. And I've known you, Kelly, for a while now. Coach Kelly, what's the under 12s Victoria days, and then I've known Kade the past 2 years. I think, one thing I love about you boys is the leadership that you carry and the influence that you have. I know that those that were training in the academy and the season just passed, were encouraged by you both. It's good to see you boys where you guys are now. You guys deserve to be where you're at, and I know it's just the beginning, and there are great things in store for both of you. But just to start off our interview tonight, more than just a game. Like anything, like in a rugby game, there's always a warm-up. There's always a warm-up. So I like to look at the podcast as a game. All right, so we're going to get a bit of warm-up here. We'll ask, I think got 50 questions here. Or nah, that's 4 questions. 4 questions here. First question for our warm-up is, let's go to Kade first. Kade, like, who was a player that you look up to, like, growing up, and why?
Me was
If you say me, that's okay.
Yeah, I liked a lot. I liked Dan Carter, Richie McCaw, people like that. Just the way they play, how like not just like physical presences, but like smart, like skill wise, setting people up, leadership, things like that.
You kind of remind me of Dan Carter. Can you just turn to the right? The man. Awesome shot. Kade, what about yourself? Kelly? Who was someone you looked up to?
more like yeah, just Richie McCaw. Just see him like he's always a pissed day, like always getting into the ref's ear and all that, just leading from the front and all that, and yeah.
Awesome shot, boys. Shot. Give yourself a clap or high five yourself. All right, the next one is this is a serious question, right? Serious question. I know you guys have been hitting the gym. All right, I can tell because the screen's not big enough for the perfects. All right. Okay, so this is a serious question. Okay, when it comes to bench press, okay, who bench presses the most?
Wow. That is what it is. That is what it is.
Is that true, Kelly?
Yeah, we'll give it to him. We'll give it to him.
We'll give it to him. You're more of a squat person, eh?
Oh yeah, that's me. That's me.
So we'll give one each. All right, next one, eh? All right. There's another serious question, okay? Because I mean, we talked about it, right? We talked about the the awesome thing about having mum and mum doing everything, cooking and all that stuff. Now that you guys are living on your own in Penrith, having to do your shopping, having to go to Aldi's, things that mum used to do, having to do the washing, all right, things that mum used to do, having to make your beds, all right, and all that stuff, and now cooking, right? Who is the best cook? Oh, nice, Kelly. Kate, can you give us a bit of a testimony to something that Kelly's cooked, and what kind of like if you were to like just when you eat something that's nice and then you have like it's an experience and then you're like like give me the moment. What was it that he cooked that gave you the moment?
Oh, he's a mad Italian chef.
Mad Italian.
That's this guy.
That's the what does he make? What, pasta?
Pasta, anything.
So Kelly's an Italian chef, and so what's something that Kate's cooked, Kelly, that it's an moment for you?
Chicken stir fry.
Chicken stir fry. Awesome shot, boys. All right. Can you both give me that? Nice shot, boys. Okay. All right. Who is the most messiest? Ooh. Nice, awesome shot, boys. Well, this is an experience and everything that we go through, and I know that you guys are learning a lot up there. So really, really proud of you boys for willing to step out and try something new. Awesome. Now, just to start off, just a bit of background. So let's start with Kelly. Kelly, how long have you been in Ainama now? Like, how long have you journeyed with Ainama to get to where you are now?
I think 7 years now, since I was 12. Yeah, been with Ainama since then. And yeah, still going strong.
Awesome stuff. What about yourself, Kate?
Probably about the last 2 years.
2 years, eh?
Yeah.
And what's been the journey like for you guys? Like what has it been like? It's because I know, on this call tonight, we have a lot of young people who are just going. Some have just started the process. Some have been on the journey for a while now with Ainama, and you boys have been on it as well for a while. What was it like for you? What was the experience like, and what did you learn?
Well, it was alright. It was pretty good. Just learning like different skills and all that. Throughout the time being in Ainama, just like keep pushing through and all that. There was like a lot of tough trainings.
Tough trainings.
Yeah, from like jumping over the fence to having your own HQ now.
Yeah,
it's very different, but it's good. It's good different.
That's awesome. I mean, you've been there since the very beginning. Back in those days, the fence days, to the HQ, and that. But so you've learned all that stuff. You've had such tough training, so you've learned mindset. And a lot of the times we talk about off the field. Like, how has that impacted you? Like, the off the field part of the game or life.
Oh, it's more like just realizing who you're representing all the time.
Yeah.
You're not just representing yourself, you are representing others, like Ainama, your family, and like your name, like just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about for you, Kade? Like, being on the journey, like being at the trainings, the mentorings, and how has that helped you in your journey?
Yeah, it's like just that my mindset, like push through the trainings. Like Kelly said, like who you're doing it for, your whys and that. Trying to be a good person on and off the field. Keeping the same morals that things like that.
Yeah. Awesome. Tell me what's one of your funniest moments at 9 number? Because we have a bit of fun. I mean, we're serious, right? We do hard trainings, we do the mentoring, but we also have some fun times too. Like, what's been your funniest moment, Kelly?
Just like every time we go away on camps and all that, how we do a talent show.
Yeah.
Everyone likes mucking around in. It's pretty good fun.
We find out who the dancers are, and the singers.
Yeah.
I think you're a bit of a dancer, kid?
Nah, I remember your singing.
Hey, don't talk about the singing. What about yourself, Kade? Like, what's been? I know, we've had some fun times together. Like, playing a bit of basketball here and there at the HQ. Like, what's been your most enjoyable?
When we had that camp at HQ.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny time. See the boys listen up and that. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome. And so now that you guys are, graduated from our Pathways program, and you've definitely, taken away a lot of things that you plugged in on and off the field through our number. How has that helped you boys with decisions off the field? Like, for example, you boys are both young. There are groups of young people out there your age that are out there not chasing their dreams or chasing their goals, like, doing other things, right, that are totally opposite to, someone that's focused. Like, how have you guys stayed focused, even though there's all these temptations and, all these other things happening around out there? How have you guys stayed focused, in those times, or in these times?
It's just, like I said before, just like remember why we're here and who we're doing it for.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like always just remembering like why you're like really wanna like be here, what you're really here for. Like my family and all that back home, our families back home, just to get them out of the situation,
Yeah.
Our families are in, and let's get them into a better place. And yeah.
Awesome. What about yourself, Kelly? Sorry, Kade.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Like remembering our why.
Yeah.
We've got a family back home that, wanting us to do well. And it'd be pretty selfish for us if we didn't do that,
Yeah.
But yeah, just remember our why, because in the end, like, we are doing it for them as well.
Yeah.
Get them, like Kelly said, in a better place, so they don't have to worry no more.
Yeah. That's awesome, because when you have a dream without a cause or purpose, then that dream just remains a dream, all right? Yeah. And I know a lot of people that have said, I want to do this, I want to do that, but not willing to do whatever it takes. They just end up just being the same. And but that's what I love about you boys, is because you both came into the program. You've been in the Victorian system, come into Ainama, been through the process, right? And there were many others that were in the program with you at the time. And we keep talking about trusting the process, doing the 1%, right? And and you guys have done that, and you guys held on to that, and look at where you guys are now. You're playing in the Shoot Shield up there in Sydney. I know it's away from home. It's a new environment for you both. You're living on your own, cooking and all that kind of stuff. But it's good to see you guys doing what you love. And so Shoot Shield. What's that been like? I know that you're both up there. You're at the Penrith Emus. They've just been brought back into the Shoot Shield, and it's a growing club. But there are also other clubs out there who are pretty dominant in that competition. So what has it been like for you boys, like going from playing Dual Shield down here in Melbourne to going up to Shoot Shield and playing against some of the top players in Australia? What's that been like for you, Kelly?
Oh, yeah, it's tough, eh? Like, bro, like to be honest, Dual Shield is like is nothing compared to Shoot Shield, eh?
Yeah.
Because Dual Shield, you got like teams where you'll be like, oh yeah, that's an easy beat, or that's just a walkover. But over here, it's like, you always got to be switched on, eh?
Yeah.
These teams are like come to play, always physical, like, and
yeah. So you're saying like Shoot Shield is a different level from Dual Shield, eh? And that's for those of you that are watching, young kids out there, it's because in Shoot Shield, every team like has like Super Rugby players, or they're in the Australian system, so the level of rugby is pretty high, and that's where Kelly and Kade are playing like at the minute. How did you guys find the let me go to Kade. What about you, Kade? Like, what was it like for you, like going from playing here to playing up there and the levels?
Yeah, there's a different style of rugby, like more quicker, more accurate, more high, more players, like you said, Super Rugby players, up and coming Waratahs players, like you always hear about it at trainings, the boys talk about it. And just like versing those type of players is like a lot different than back home. Yeah.
Has it made you like want to grow even more?
Yeah.
Like to get to that level?
Yeah, because sometimes like you hear like, oh, this team has this up and coming Waratahs player or something, and it makes you just want to go out there and like dominating.
Yeah.
Like it just gives you that little push. To prove yourself against the best,
Yeah. That's good because, you boys are both, like we talked about in our goal setting sessions, this season is just you boys, this is the foundation season, where you boys get to, find your feet, get used to the level, and then, push on from here. And so, you guys are doing pretty well, for where you guys are and all of that. And so moving forward, what is the goal? What is the goal over the next, let's say, year or so? Kelly, we'll go to Kelly.
Just to like a first grade team, like a Shoot Shield team.
Yeah.
Like, and just try and work hard for first grade starting spot, hopefully.
Awesome. Now, what about yourself, Kade?
Yeah, probably the goal over the next 1 or 2 years is to hopefully become like starting first grade player. Yeah. Hopefully beyond that as well.
That's awesome. Awesome work, boys. And you know what? Like I always said, you guys will get there. Right, you guys will get there. Why? Because you've done the hard work, you trust the process, you're doing the 1%, right? And for those that will, whatever they sow, they will reap. As we always talk about it, if you sow hard work and you sow trust and faith and everything like that, you will reap the rewards that you desire. And that is so. Well done, boys. Well, we've got just one more question just before we finish up tonight for our More Than Just a Game podcast, and that is it's one for those that are watching, right? And let me just explain again. So for every young athlete watching right now, Kelly and Kade have been in the academy, right? They've trained, they've done what you're doing. They've probably done more because back then we were allowed to train at the park and do hundreds and stuff like that. But they also had that dream, like they wanted that pathway, and now they're on that pathway. So this is something that you need to plug into and learn from them, because they can tell you that once you get to that place of being where you want to be to achieve your goal, the work just gets harder. And if you're not prepared mentally, and mindset and have a big why, like they both mentioned, that it's just going to be hard. So you've got to have that big why and be prepared. And that's why you're in the program. That's why you're in the Iron Lockdown Phase program, Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3, is to prepare you. But also we've got our virtual trials coming up too. So, it's nothing better than hearing from boys or hearing from athletes that have actually been through our process and now on that pathway. So just to finish off, boys, just an encouragement. Like if you were speaking to some of these athletes, like just pretend that you are in my position and coach myself. You know how we always encourage you guys at training? So for that, like, this is your chance now to encourage your young brothers and sisters that are in the program now who want a pathway, right? Especially in Victoria, like rugby's being postponed, leagues, like there's no sports, right? And so, what's something encouraging that you can share with the kids? Let's go with Kelly. What's something encouraging that you could say to the athletes, Kelly, to encourage them to keep the faith, right? To keep training and staying focused on their goal. What's something you want to encourage them with?
Just keep going, eh? Like I know it's like weird and difficult during these times, but just keep pushing through because it's worth it in the end. Like even with school, like school's really important. Like trust me, I know I could have been somewhere else, but was bad at school. So do good in school, and then like more opportunities will open up, eh? Just keep pushing through those trainings. Just no matter how tough it gets, just keep pushing through, and yeah.
Awesome, thanks, Kelly. Awesome, and to you, Kade, like what's something that you can say to inspire the current Ainama athletes coming through?
Well, just trust the process, eh? Because at the moment, what's going down on in Melbourne, it's not an ideal situation for you, but you just got to keep pushing through because when this is over, you will all be ready. Don't get complacent because especially when you play or train or something like that, always strive to be the best, like school-wise, everything, because there's always someone out there, working just as hard or harder. So, yeah.
Awesome. Wow, that's awesome. Awesome. Boys, give them a clap, everybody. Give them a clap. Give yourselves a clap. Give yourselves a clap. It's good to hear that you guys have been listening when we give our speeches. Well done, well done, well done. Now, really, really proud of you boys, eh? And, we wish you guys nothing but the best for the rest of the season. You take it one game at a time. And always remember that this is the foundation season. This is where you kind of make your mark. And then you set a strong foundation to push off in the season to come. And so for those of you that don't know, we also have other athletes that we have spread across Australia and Queensland. We've got some boys up there in our league pathways doing really, really well up there at Maple Park, Keebra, Ipswich, and so really, making their mark up there as well. And then we've got Kelly and Kade in the Shoot Shield in Sydney, playing Premier Rugby. And then we've also got our athletes in New Zealand as well, at St. Kinnigan's, and as well as in Brisbane for rugby. And so, we have our pathways programs, everything set in place. But this is a testimony. These two here are testimony of, athletes that have come through the program and now have earned their opportunity and now living it. Now, like the boys said, the work just gets harder, but because they've been able to build a strong mindset and a strong why, that's why they are where they are. And so, awesome work, boys. Now, just to finish off, any shout-outs to anyone down here? Your girlfriend, Kade, or any shout-outs to any of your family? Any of your friends? Any shout-outs? Kelly?
Shout out to mom and dad and that. Shout out to the boys here, the Whangalis. They took us in back there.
Yeah. Awesome. And yourself, Kade?
Yeah, shout out to mum and dad, all the family back home, in Ballarat, all the family, in Victoria, all around the world, New Zealand.
That sounded like you were doing a speech like you won the World Cup. Awesome boys. Well, we're really proud of you boys, and we always put up photos of and stuff about your progress up there, and we're just excited to see you boys not just survive up there, but thrive up there. And I know you guys got training tonight, so make sure that you have hard training, and we'll catch up again soon. All right, be blessed, boys. All right, there we have it. There we have everybody. More than just a game podcast done and dusted with Kelly and Kade, the Bash Brothers, up in Sydney. And I hope you enjoyed that. That brings us, that closes off our more than just a game or our own lockdown phase 3 for this last 6 weeks. we'll look forward to our next program that's coming up, which is a continuation of our Iron Lockdown Phase 4, plus our virtual rugby trial that's happening. And so I look forward to seeing and connecting with you then. But to the boys, thanks again, boys. Lovely haircut. Maybe next time ask them if they can give you the full skin fade. A full skin fade, you know, just to, you know, look like a little bit like me, you know. And that, but you know, we love you boys, proud of you boys. Keep up the good work, and we'll catch up soon, eh?
Yeah, sweet.
Bless everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Catch up again soon. Let's go.